Alright guys, this is video number 7 of the how to dirt your planted tank. In video number 1 we talked about buying, researching, planning out your tank. Video number 2 was buy your dirt, soak your dirt. Video number 3, put your gravel cap or sand cap over your dirt. Video number 4 was to do 6 major 90% water changes over the course of 3 days. Video number 5 was to plant the heck out of your tank with fast growing plants. Video number 6 was what was it? Oh, general maintenance, things like water testing, lighting, water changes that you'll be doing over the course of the next couple weeks. And now for video number 7, we're going to talk about what you might be going through, say 1 to 2 weeks after you've actually planted your tank. So at this point, maybe your plants are already growing fast since they're all hardy plants, and they're doing well. You're still running your tank for 6 hours a day with the lights. Still doing 50% water changes weekly. Still testing that water on a daily basis, maybe every other day now. And you've been noticing ammonia is going down. Maybe it's pretty close to 0. And once it hits 0, which it took 2 weeks for me, like I said in my last video, you're ready to add your first fish. Obviously you want to get a hardy type of fish, something like some sort of tetra, or I use these harlequin rasboras. I got 2 of those on my I actually added fish day 10 after planting, which was very surprising to me, and I know a lot of people do the fishless cycle of their tank. Maybe that's what I'm going to talk about now, is cycling your tank. If you put enough plants in your tank from the beginning, if you especially fast growing ones, not just like Anubias or something that's not going to grow, you plant like jungles of fast growing plants like this, you're not going to have to go through that cycling process of adding ammonia to your tank and doing all that, daily water changes. None of that is needed if you just plant it accordingly. Some people call it the silent cycle, since you never really see spikes in ammonia, spikes in nitrates, spikes in nitrates. All I saw was my ammonia started at 0.225 ppm, and it remained that way for about 10 days. Eventually, after about 14 days or 2 weeks, it was reduced to 0. Plants were growing, still doing those 50% water changes a week, 6 hours a day of light, and I added my first 2 fish, 2 harlequin rasboras, which are still alive today. This guy right here was the one. He's the biggest since he's been in here the longest. So is this guy's pretty big here too. So these 2 guys are my first. And so this is the exciting part. Since if you did it right, you're adding fish within 2 weeks, which is really fast compared to what a lot of people recommend. But obviously it works well since all my fish are doing very well. And you don't want to add fish too fast. After you add those fish, you want to keep testing the water. Make sure there's no extreme water parameters. If there is, do a water change, like another 50% one. And you want to use the hardy fish, obviously. Add your fish like 2 every week would be pretty good. Maybe 2 every 5 days, depending on the size of the fish, obviously, and things like that. Don't feed your fish very much when you get them. Say wait at least a couple days before you even try feeding them, and if you do, just put a pinch in. If you put in a bunch, they're probably not going to eat it, since fish don't really like to eat when they're first put in the tank anyway, and it's just going to cause ammonia to go up. So in video number 8, we'll talk about what's going to happen after all this. Thanks for watching.